Bros Before Shows.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Bros Before Shows. I'm Scotty.
I'm Will.
I'm Twinkie.
I'm Mark.
And we are talking about... What show are we talking about?
Capital
Bros
City?
Before
Capital.
Shows.
No. What episode is this?
We did the Capital
City
Yep.
Toy Show, which I unfortunately wasn't there. I was off at another show. But
Me, only talking to Superman.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But no, guys, tell me about what happened at the Capital City show.
Oh man, it was a great turnout, and there was a lot of folks, had a lot of good stuff. So, yeah, it was kind of a smaller event, but they had some pretty good stuff there.
And they ended up calling you.
At the last minute they had somebody back out, and I bought a table, and I went to bed at about 1:30. Got there at 7 in the morning.
Wow.
Set up, and
This is like an hour and a half away.
2
hours away.
And had a blast. Hung out with Keith Wall, with Jason Mapp, Mark and Twinkie come out. We set
That was
up
awesome.
a little more. It was phenomenal. Abe Hardy, you did a good job, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And you went to the show too, Twinkie?
I did. Me and I took my kids with me.
Oh, how they like it?
They like to go to the shows, but I'm not going to spend their own money. They're not allowed to spend mine.
That's a good
My money is for my collection, not theirs. So, no, they loved it. They had a good time. Tucker got a couple Star Wars figures.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
I ended up with a good bit amount of Back to the Future stuff. I love Back to the Future. I ended up with some Ghostbuster monsters. So if you're watching this and you have Ghostbuster monsters, just flag me down at your booth. Yeah, I'm
He's
trying
got
to.
money.
I'm
He's
trying
got
to get them
money,
all.
folks.
And if you don't, my kids have money.
You remember the time your mama gave birth to you?
Yeah, wow.
But man, it was a good show. It was good. It was fun to be able to see some faces we hadn't seen at
In a
other
while.
shows. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you get to know more and more people and get to meet people. So, but yeah, we had a good time. It was it definitely was fun. I saw a lot of stuff I wanted. I just
Couldn't afford.
And this is like the first time for this show too. Like
Yes.
this is their first one.
Yes,
Yeah.
he kind of revamped some of their, like a lot of the same guys kind of got together and decided to bring it back to life.
That's awesome.
That was at the first time Mom's Trash Can set up, if I'm not badly mistaken, same location.
Yes,
Oh,
it
wow.
was. Yes, I was there, and it was.
I believe I met you guys there.
That show
Oh,
that they
that's
had
awesome.
at that church was massive.
They had
every
people set up
room.
in the front too, if I'm not badly mistaken.
Yep,
And
every
down
room.
the hallway.
It was.
It was packed.
So they'll
But it'll
eventually
grow.
get back there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll
he
get bigger.
told me that he
I
was
believe
very
it will.
impressed with our show, how it's growing.
Yeah,
He's-
we started small. And
Yeah,
very
and
small.
everybody's noticing, and Abe's one of the
We're
guys
getting-
that is. He's like, man, you guys do a great job, and he wants to grow like that. So I told him, I said, get with Scotty, and we'll network.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we grow. We grow together.
Yeah. We don't try to conflict. We don't try to put our
No.
shows on
No.
the same days as theirs.
No,
We
no.
talk to each other, and
Yeah.
Yeah, you do good
Yeah.
at with talking with the other conventions.
Yeah,
Make sure
and
we're
then-
not double booking shows.
because that doesn't help anybody.
No, it doesn't help them or us.
No, because there actually was 2 shows Saturday.
Didn't know that.
There was the Capital City, and then Tupelo had their Comic Con deal too.
see.
Their show in Comic Con.
See,
And they still had a good
They
turnout.
said they
though.
did. Y'all had man, it was great.
was a good-
It was a lot of fun.
And we'll help. Like, I mean, Abe's just getting into that part of it, so we'll help him kind of stay on schedule. And
Yeah.
so I want to go to these shows and be a part of them. Just
you'll
like
probably
all
sell again. I think.
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
you talked
Yeah,
me into
we're
selling.
we're
too,
gonna
'cause-
have a table. So I'll be in the same spot. Scotty will be right beside me. So,
yeah,
and we'll talk about
we'll
Bros
film that
Before
one too,
shows.
yeah. And then we have our show,
November 19th.
which will be November 19th. South
And there's a
Mississippi Toy
couple
Fest.
fillers in there between
So
this
yeah,
one
yeah.
and
Then there'll be
Ah,
like the
yeah.
Harrisville show,
Yep.
and there'll be St.
St.
Tammany,
Tammany,
and
yep.
then there'll be our show. Like,
So
man,
it's
gonna
our
who
back
knows
to back.
what
it's
to
gonna be a
back.
busy fall for sure.
Yeah.
Good busy though.
Yeah, good busy. So, Mark, what did you get at the show? What did you
Okay,
buy?
so what I ended up with was some Motu stuff. I had gotten out of the Motu for a while to concentrate more on my Joes and Star Wars stuff. I'm finally where I want to be on my Star Wars.
Nice.
And I'll pick up a few more here and there as I see them, but
you've got the last 17.
I've got my first 12 and my last 17.
That's the hard part.
And yes, and I was getting Star Wars here and there, but I made myself concentrate. I got my first 12. I concentrated on that. Boom, got it done. I'm like, all right.
Because that goes up every year.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? I see stuff, and I'm like, well, I really need to concentrate on my last 17 stuff. So they're not all of them are complete, but I do have all 17.
You have
now.
a yak face, dude.
Yeah, and I got 2.
2 yak face.
Where's the love for like that?
So but I was concentrating more on my Joe stuff, but it happened to work out to where I could get my first 12, my last 17. Now everything in between will be, as I see it.
Nice.
But I picked up some Motu stuff, and which is always, who doesn't like it,
You got a Hurricane Hordak.
Yep, I got a Hurricane
cool.
Hordak missing 2 accessories, and another bag full of miscellaneous figures and parts.
And you can like reband them, right? Like
yes.
That's
You can
cool.
buy the bands online.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that one day.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't take terribly long, and you just got to be sure to get all the old band out, or otherwise, like Will told me, it will not go back together. He's not joking.
Wow.
And I ended up also getting a Matt Mason Man in Space, 1960s little vehicle. It's got the 6 legs on both sides.
I could not figure out what that was.
I knew what it was at first when I saw it. I was like, I know this. And I finally figured it out. It's I think it's missing all the internals and everything, but it's just cool because I can put it with my the talking console that I have. So.
Oh, sweet. And how about you, Will? What did you end up getting at the show? Even though you sold, did you? I mean, I'm sure you got some stuff too.
Yeah, so comic books. I went after. I made a few trades. I wound up with a Mask snake oil truck, which is pretty close to being complete. Just doesn't have the figure and some small parts. I got Soundwave. Was able to pick up a couple key comic books. Some that I've been looking for. First appearance of He-Man in DC. I picked up the Demon #1, which was for Haircut. Our guy Jared that, sets up at our show, he told me he was looking for one, so I found him one and gave it to him today. I was real adamant about meeting him. He said, "Man, I was wondering why you were so excited and had to get whatever this was to me." And
Demon #2, right?
No, #1. And
it was
#1.
#1.
And Hank had #7, so I got him #7. And I put 7 in front of 1 so that when he opened it, he's like, "Oh, awesome!" And then when he flipped it and seen #1, he was like,
"Yeah."
He said, "What do I use for this?" I said, "Nothing. You don't owe me nothing. Man. We're friends. This is what we do."
You're a good guy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
So, this is why you find me something to look for, Slimer. You find me something to look for, Mickey Coco, or it doesn't matter. Tell me and I'll find it.
Scotty got me some Jawa and Tusken Raiders.
I got you the mother.
The mother with the baby.
With
I had
the
no
child.
idea that was even a thing.
I didn't either. She's up there.
You said you were looking for an army. I'm like,
I am.
This will be perfect for your
I just
army.
wanted to army build something that was different than what everybody does. Clones and they all do the troopers and they do the droids.
Or the Royal Guard.
And I love the Tatooine set. I love the desert stuff and even
you like tattooing?
Yeah, I like tattooing.
Tatooine.
Yeah. So
you just got a thing for deserts.
I do.
You should watch Dune.
I have seen. I have seen
the
both.
new one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one.
Nope.
I've seen the
I
video.
have seen the new
It's
one.
only half of
It's
the
only
first
half
one.
done. They haven't finished it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
But man, like I don't know, my Lego collection. I've got to build another
Has
shelf.
exploded.
Yeah,
Like diarrhea.
it's ridiculous. It's now I'm looking for stuff that's retired. I've almost got everything that's came out. Now I'm looking for retired stuff.
Like if I catch
You'll
you
find
at
it
the
at
old
the
folks'
shows.
home,
You'll find it at the shows.
Well, and I did see some. I did see some at the Capital City show, and they were good priced. That's not what I was there for. I was there looking for Ghostbusters monsters and 80s stuff. And
now you have a
What did you get? What did you pick up?
Well, I got a couple of the monsters from Ghostbusters.
Okay.
I got the football guy.
Yep.
I got a couple of just the little figures that came with.
Didn't you pick up a ghost too?
I did. I picked up a ghost. I got a Bart Simpson for my 80s shelf, and people's like 80s. They came out in '89, and so I got.
It's not 90.
That's yeah. So and I got that, and I got a lot of Ghost Back to the Future things. I've got a couple of movie pictures, and I got the VHS tapes from 1 and 2. I got one of the cars. I got a lunchbox.
So that collection's grown.
That collection, I had to build another shelf Saturday night just to put the new stuff
So
on.
what you're saying is you become a carpenter through all this.
Yeah, and I'm not a good carpenter at all. I'm the electrical guy. Now it's lit up. I got lights on. It's but
That's awesome.
So
I'm still sorting out those Star Trek figures that I picked up at
You
Joe Fest.
know.
Oh
I
my
mean, it was only like 200
over 200.
plus.
Over 200.
That was.
But they were like
awesome.
$1 a piece.
How long ago was Joe Fest?
Just
How many weeks ago?
Yeah.
This. So.
that's a lot of stuff.
If you want my extras, check out my eBay store. You'll see it in the link.
And we're reasonable. That's the good thing
Oh,
about
yeah.
this. Like
They
we
sell.
pass on the savings. We don't have to
Oh.
make every dollar.
No.
and if y'all,
Just make me an offer. You can have it. Like,
And Twinkie's not selling anything.
I don't
No.
sell anything.
No.
It stays in my collection. I've got a couple of wrestling belts on the way, and
that's staying. You're not.
What's the plan for that?
my plan for the wrestling belts is whatever title that I have, I'm looking for the champions at these conventions and Comic Con so I can get them to sign the belt.
Oh heck yeah!
And I'm going to get as many champions as I can to sign that particular belt. And I'm making sure that the belts that I buy are WWE, WWF,
Right.
authentic belts.
Right.
It's not a knockoff.
Right.
Because there are some knockoff companies, and they make great belts if you just want a piece to set out.
Right.
I actually have a NWA United States Championship coming in that is like they're literally making it right now, and that is because you can't buy them. You have to go to one of these manufacturers and they make it and they ship it to you, and I've got like 4 more weeks before I'm supposed to get it.
Will you have it in time to get?
Well, that one will just be on display. That's
Okay.
just because it's a beautiful belt. It's very colorful. A lot of red, white, and blue on it. I've kind of got to where I love the North American and United States Championships through any federation.
Yeah.
And I've kind of started pricing and putting them in carts and talking with manufacturers, but yeah, I've gone straight to the manufacturer instead of to a dealer. So, but there's a couple of things that WWE has put out. In fact, I got a what they call mini belt. It's a 12-inch belt.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah.
You've seen the mini belts?
Mm-hmm.
So they had one on sale. It's their Hall of Fame belt. It was $40. It's normally for $120.
Wow.
And they wanted 20% off the 40, so I got it for $20. The leather on it is worth more for that. They basically got their money back on the leather.
Wow.
So, and that should be in probably Wednesday, and it's just a little piece to set out and
Conversation.
Yeah, just a conversation
Awesome.
piece, and I got a couple other things in mind, and I'll bring them out when we do other videos and stuff. So.
Sweet.
So Mark has been working on a room at the house, trying to get it ready for some displays.
Yeah, I got that my front bedroom
Mm-hmm.
is I got the closet all set up. I got Joe's Star Wars stuff.
The box that he got.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Grayskull.
headquarters.
Yeah.
I mean the Grayskull. I seen your box over here. The G.I. Joe headquarters.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
a sweet box, man.
Yep. and
Would you say you could blot out the sun?
it's big. It's
Mark, give me that sun's
You
of
can
mine.
shade a third world country.
It's like
Yeah,
that flag box. Man, I don't like seeing that flag
Does
box.
it weigh as much as the flag?
How did they put all the pieces
Right.
in there? Because none of them pieces fit in your car together. More or less
a
that box.
Yeah, the flag box is huge, but the Defiant box is
Oh,
bigger.
the spaceship.
The spaceship.
Yeah, because the Defiant put together is this tall,
So the box had
like
to
this,
be...
and like this long,
Wow.
and the box is twice as thick and a little wider and taller than the
That's
flag
crazy.
box.
And
Believe it or
Joe's,
not.
they didn't put styrofoam in their stuff, right? They
No,
used
they had cardboard inserts.
Yeah.
So there were like, there's no reason for the stuff to be as big as it was.
If y'all want to see a flag, Marcus show you his, but he's not allowed to bring it to any more shows because it takes up too much room in the vehicle.
And it's about 4 hours to set it up.
Yeah, it's
If we can find all the parts that were right here.
Yeah.
Well,
In this box.
we filmed it at 2 of our shows. You brought it.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
dude, it takes you almost an hour to put
And
that
3
together.
vehicles to get it there.
3 vehicles. Yeah.
Vehicles.
It with the instructions and yeah, and
The
thank
original
goodness
blueprint.
I've
You
got
don't
the
need
blueprint.
that. You've taken it
I
apart
should
and put
know
it
that,
together.
yeah.
You should know it by memory.
Yeah.
You should put it up.
I
in
do
the
now,
house.
yeah. But yeah, it to have the instructions, all the deck pins. Mine is missing the 2 Y pins and the mast cap to be 100% complete.
You could probably trade
Wow.
your other one for those parts that you need.
It's possible.
They're that expensive.
He's got 2 of them?
Yeah.
Come
It's
on
like
now.
I talked to a guy.
2 yak face, 2 flags?
Yeah.
2 terror drones.
Well, one of the vendors, at Capital City was telling me he knows a guy in Missouri that's got like 8 of them. Just.
Oh,
Rob
yeah,
Ross.
that's Rob Ross.
Rob Ross. Yep.
And I'm sitting there going,
Well,
Yeah, and he's not joking. We've been there
yeah.
twice.
And they're not for sale.
They're
He
not for
displays
sale?
on them.
No,
He's got some for sale, but those are
Oh, he has
situated
more.
around his store as
Yep.
display shelves.
and
It's
they're
awesome.
everywhere you look. There's a
He's
flag.
got his own navy.
Yes.
Like-
Yeah.
He is now a terrorist.
He can take over the imaginary world.
Wow.
Man, that's but I mean, collecting gets you into that. When I back on the wrestling belts, I just knew what was put out by WWE.
Right.
But I'm on some Facebook groups and they're selling belts for 10, 15, 20, 30, $40,000 and these are not signed. These are just
That's a house.
it's a certain manufacturer, it's a certain guy who did the leather work, or it's a certain guy who did the plate work. And they have found the originals who's made these belts through the years for these championships.
Yeah.
And
Legit.
I was looking at one going, if I spent $15,000 on a belt, there's something not getting paid. Like there's
Yeah.
Child's porn.
Oh, and to be clear on your Legos, you only do the Star Wars.
I only do
correct?
Star Wars Legos. I do, and I've
Don't you dare get him into Ghostbuster Legos.
I do
They make
want
those?
yes they do. They got an Echo one. They've got a Firehouse.
Can you imagine?
Oh, wow.
I want them. I want it, but that Firehouse is like about $800. And
That's more than the thing that they made in the 80s.
the
real one,
the
yeah.
Echo one's $250, and it's only this. Like I can.
Can we all agree that we have a problem?
I mean, it could be worse. We could be on meth. You know.
Plastic
Which
crap.
one?
And that's what I tell everybody. I'm like, I could have a worse habit. I mean, I could do drugs. I could be an alcoholic. I could be a thief. I mean, I could have something, but no, I spend my money on toys that I couldn't have whenever I was growing up because we was poor.
Now you can't. But now you can because
And
you
we're
have,
still
you have,
poor.
I'm
you have
still
adult
poor,
ones.
but I got my toys.
So-
That right?
Self-inflicted poverty.
Hey.
Join
And
us
then
next
it,
better
time.
way.
then it just puts you right back.
It does.
The cycle continues.
But I have some cool stuff to show
Yeah,
for it.
you do.
We're gonna have a
I'm a
support group
Jello-holic.
after this, and we want all of you to come.
Twinkie throws good parties. So
Yeah,
yeah.
he does.
I do. We may actually film a couple of shows at the
Yeah.
house one day.
Please keep it close.
So that's debatable.
Well, it is
Your discretion is advised.
It is your home. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Any last words about the Capital City show?
Oh,
Loved
man,
it.
It was great.
I hate I missed it, but I'll catch the next one.
You would.
Looking forward to more. Looking forward to more.
Yeah.
Hoping it grows into more vendors. Get more vendors from the north.
Oh yeah.
Also, if any of these newcomers or guys that have done shows in the past want to do more shows, get with us. We love to network. We love to figure it all out. We'll fill gaps in the calendar however we need.
And we love supporting other shows
Yeah.
too, not just our show.
Yeah.
So it's all,
The point of this whole video stuff that Scotty has started is showing our world to y'all.
And then you become a part of it.
Yeah. I would love for, like our show keeps growing and growing every time we do it. And I would love to have to sit there at the building with a clicker having to count people because we can only let so many people in the building.
Yeah.
So,
Fire marshal.
yeah. Fire Marshal Bill.
Sorry, folks. 2 people need to come out before 2 people know it.
Yeah.
Wow, we sound like Walmart during COVID.
Get your beep and get out.
Like and subscribe for more videos.
Thank you for
Before
joining us.
shows.
Couldn't do without you.
Yeah. Have a good one. Bye.
So after the video, my buddies decided to go through my stuff for sale. So
We're
that's
helping you
what
organize.
we're doing.
So we're helping
yeah.
you organize it from here to our house.
We're organizing.
Okay.
Haven't you watched Toy Story?
What?
Just tear it up.
Yeah, more stuff.
I hope that was being filmed.
I got it.
There's no screws in that.
Oh, well, now you tell me.
Relatable, ain't it?
Hold on a second.
Just keep digging, man. Just keep digging.
Just keep digging.
That's cool. You can't leave that here. That's boba coming out.
Oh, Sarlacc.
Yeah, you can't leave that.
Y'all killing me.
Are you gonna collect or not? Don't make excuses.